is our third live.
It is. It's becoming a weekly thing. Though I'm not sure that this time works very well. I have been particularly very tired at 8 o'clock.
So am I, so am I.
Yeah, but maybe it works for those who are watching. I don't know. Yeah, we're gonna wait a few minutes, just casually catch up, and we have our teas. Where's your tea?
It's right here.
We have our evening teas ready. And we're going to also spill the tea about how our last year has been since we moved into our own place, so to say. But hello. Welcome. We are together, Kristaps and Mega, couple of expats. What's our channel about?
About building a life in Finland. Everything from studying, working to living here in this beautiful country called Finland.
Exactly. Hello.
Hi divas. Hi back.
Hi back. Hi back to Zen. So, definitely keep your questions and comments coming. We want this to be more of a conversation rather than a one direction flow. And of course, we look forward to hearing what kind of questions you have about becoming homeowners. So, a little bit of a backstory. I put up a poll both on Instagram and on YouTube, yes, about what do you want us to discuss in the next live. And I noticed that there were two topics that were very popular. Do you know what those are?
I think one was how we met, the story
Yes.
how we met, and then it
Yes.
was becoming a homeowner.
Exactly. Interestingly, everyone voted for all four, but those two were the top ones. The how we met story, so I think we gotta share that with them next time. Or
Yes. Although it's all over the press already, so to say.
well, we can share it
But
once
we can
more.
share, yes.
Yeah, but today we're just talking about becoming a homeowner, and maybe that is something that you're planning on doing. You're planning on buying a place in Finland if you are. Yeah, it was quite the journey for us, and it has been a bit over a year. Hello. Been watching your videos from
Like watching from
Benin. Where is that?
I have no idea.
Yeah, neither do I. Maybe I need to do some Googling afterwards.
I would Google right now, but my phone is connected, so I can't. Where is your phone?
It's right next to me, but let's be with the audience and we can do some geography learning after.
Okay. But yes, so becoming a homeowner. When did we become homeowners in Finland?
Hello, our mother-in-law's watching.
No. Hi, Mom.
Yay. West Africa. Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Maybe you're planning on moving to Finland. Maybe that's how you found our channel. Yeah, please do tell us, how did you actually find us? Or did you like find us through Instagram first, or have you been following our journey on YouTube? That would be really cool for us to find out. But yeah, so our home journey, I think we're gonna both tell this story, and you're gonna hear my version, you're gonna hear his version, and then our combined version. It kind of started after we came back from the wedding in India, and we come to Finland. It's been less than a month. It's been just weeks. So we had the biggest life event, and I mean, the next thing that we did is, hey, let's maybe look into houses. Buying a place. And the reason for that was because like we realized we were paying so much in rent, and it's just like, does this make sense to pay this much in rent? And we were like, okay, you know what? Let's see if getting a home loan is a possibility. So yeah, have you ever heard the saying that you should not have major life events in the same year? Well, we didn't get that
Yeah. But then can
memo.
you backtrack a bit? So when did we had the wedding in India and when did we buy the property?
Right, so we had the wedding in India, the wedding party, beginning of February and
2024.
2024, and we were basically buying the property already in March. So that gives you
I think by the way, March, I think we signed the papers on my mom's birthday, right?
yes,
I think it was a very
26th
funny
of March.
coincidence.
Yeah, indeed. Indeed. But apparently you were looking at Oikotie and Etuovi for a while.
Yeah, so basically, without Mega knowing anything, for roughly 1 year, I was actually browsing to all kinds of properties online and just trying to find what we like and trying to kind of estimate what could be our potential budget and just looking at different apartments, different houses in Finland. When it comes to houses, there are row houses, there are paritalot, which I don't know how you call those in English, and there's omakotitalo, which is a own house, so to say. And just exploring different options, seeing what I like, what I don't like, or trying to picture what we could like and what we would not like online, and just doing the research without letting you know anything for a whole year. And then after our wedding,
Connected house, thank you.
Connecting House, oh
Yes,
yes,
indeed.
yeah, Parital Connecting House, thank you, forgot that one.
Yeah.
But yeah, so we went to India, had the wedding party there, came back, and then I told you what I've been secretly up to for a year.
That's not how I remember it. So that's why I said we're gonna get both versions. So the way I remember it is I was like, oh, we're losing so much money in rent. This is ridiculous. Let's see if we can get a home loan. Like, let's see if this is a possibility. And then we started browsing on Etuovi and
Then
Oikotie.
we started, but I was browsing for quite some time already.
Fair enough. Fair enough. Okay, the craziest part is we actually bought the first place we saw.
In person, I think online, at least I had seen a few hundred different properties. But by the time it actually came to come and see places together with Mega in person, we kind of narrowed down 5 different locations we would like to come and see, both apartments and houses. But then we came to see the house we're currently sitting in and fell in love.
Yeah, it happened so quick. It was funny how quick that happened, but basically we came to see it on a Friday. And then we made an offer on Monday.
Yeah, and I think as we were leaving this property to kind of go back to the apartment we were renting at the time, I told Mega that we have to buy this. If we don't, I'm gonna be very, very mad at you. And I'm gonna talk to you. Probably made a joke or something. That
Yeah, and I don't know if that was a joke, but I don't know if it was a joke or not.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's how serious you were about buying the place. And yeah, I definitely liked it as well.
Yeah.
Even though I remember when we came to see the place, the question, you guys don't regret searching more. Well, we love the place we are at. So I think that's why we don't regret it, because we're really in love with the place we ended up buying. Of course, if things didn't go well, then I think then we might have there might have been some regret involved. But considering how much we like it, I think there has been no regret.
Yeah. And again, I think it comes down to doing the research. As we said, at least I really had seen hundreds of different places online, and I think we're quite picky people, so we know what we like and we don't like.
That's true, we are picky
And
people.
when we came to see the place, it really ticked so many different boxes that we were like, this is it. And then there was also maybe the pressure from the realtor because they said there are many offers, it is a popular place, the price was good, and okay, well, we can't let this go. Because kind of like for most things that we saw online, we thought, need to redo the bathroom, redo the kitchen, maybe that's a lot of extra money and time and resources you need to dedicate there. But the place we bought, Rivitalo or the row house, it was just renovated. Despite being an old house, it was renovated. it seemed modern
Mm-hmm.
for our standards, and yeah.
Yeah, that's true. That's a really good point that we actually, that was one of our criterias that at least for the first place, for the first place that we buy, we didn't want to redo the kitchen and bathroom and stuff
Mm.
like that. We wanted a place that didn't involve redoing everything. And the reason is because we don't know how to do it ourselves. And people in Finland, people who are born here, raised here, they have a lot of skills. They know how to do stuff.
They're very self-sufficient, and I think it's a really, really good skill to have once you
Mm,
start looking online and you see all the prices that service provider, handyman, and whatnot,
yeah,
that they assist a lot of money.
yeah.
So it's a useful skill to have, and it's
It,
something we have learned
it's a
in the
super
past year.
useful skill to have, but like neither of us had that. Don't know where to start if we have to redo a kitchen, and
Mm.
frankly, we weren't in the place that we were gonna start doing that. We'll start researching how to rebuild a kitchen on YouTube. Though
But you can do that.
you
You
probably
can do that.
can. You probably can learn from YouTube how to redo your kitchen, but we were just not for this place.
Mm.
But yeah, maybe we will learn along the way.
And you have been learning along the way. I mean, despite us maybe not having much knowledge about renovation and these kind of things, my dad came all the way from Latvia, and also cousin and family, and
Yeah,
they
thank
helped
you.
us.
Thank you to family. Big
Yeah,
thank you to them.
yeah. I mean, I remember when it came to painting the walls, my dad
Mm,
was teaching you to even hold the paintbrush and actually paint. You had no idea how to do that, and she was
no,
quite bad at the beginning.
thanks.
Like my dad had to go and redo the whole wall after you, so
I thought
it's a learning
I
curve.
thought you're gonna keep this between us, but apparently not. It's now out there on the
It's out
internet.
there. It's maybe like a peer pressure. So if you rewatch this video in the future, you need to get better for the next wall.
Unbelievable. Here I thought that was our secret that yes, my father-in-law had to repaint the wall, and here you are throwing me under the bus.
Sorry.
But that being said, it was really fun to try painting a wall. And what else did we do? So we didn't do any home renovations as such. We hired a company to help us do painting and wallpaper.
Yeah.
And that was mainly because we were in a rush for another reason that we're not talking about
Mm.
today, but that kind of made us in a hurry to get the place fixed up, and that's why.
Yeah, and it was also a
Mm,
bit rush when you were kind of moving out of the apartment we were renting and
mm,
then moving into the new place. It was happening at the same time. You had to get the place up and running.
yeah,
So moving, setting up the furniture, electricity work with the lights, that was a big
that was
hassle.
something.
Yeah, there was a lot to do. And at some point we were living between the two places. I was at the new house, or you were at the apartment, or the vice versa,
Yeah.
because at that time both of us were working a lot from the home, and we had the external display that was only at the apartment at the time, and just kind of had to run back and forth. So
Yeah,
it was a busy period.
that was something. Yeah. Yeah, we were very often between the two places, one here, one there, and then running in between.
Mm.
Then we moved with a moving company because we
Mhm.
had so much stuff. So we had a company were helping us move, and we also had to ask help from friends and colleagues to give us rides. What else?
But speaking of the moving company, it was nice to use it because we have now lived in Finland for 7 years, and always when we were
Mm-hmm.
moving from one student apartment to the next one, we got somebody with a big-ish car to kind of give us a ride, help us move. But
Mm-hmm.
this time we really had a lot of stuff, so having the moving company really
Mm-hmm.
helped with all the furniture, and
True.
it just if we had to do it all by ourselves the same way we moved from between the student apartments, it would have been a bit of a nightmare, I think.
True.
So it was nice to have that experience. Of course, you have to pay extra,
Yeah.
but just kind of getting those moving boxes and getting extra help to carry stuff, it was good.
Yeah. Yeah, and then the layout of this Rivitalo also, because we have stairs going downstairs,
Mm.
and then we had like the washing machine going
Mm.
down the stairs. I think that would be pretty difficult to do without people who are very strong.
Yeah.
That was not easy.
Mm.
What else? What else? Moving was fun. The fact that his family visited us from Latvia for like 3 days, and then you guys were putting furniture together, you were putting the lamps together,
Yeah.
like that was a very effective
Mm.
working group, so to
Yeah.
say.
20-hour work days, but worth it. Because we
Totally.
were tight on that time. But when it comes to buying a property, maybe you would like to say a few words about the importance of ASP account in Finland. How did we actually start saving the money?
Yeah, so I think we started saving like many years before we actually bought, obviously. I think I had heard about the ASP account from somebody at some
Colleagues, I
point.
think.
And we just opened one way. Hi from Italy. Hello, hello.
Mhm.
What brings you to our channel from Italy? I'd love to know. Um, but ASP account, we heard that it's very useful if you want to buy a home in Finland. And I think from quite the like start of our relationship, we were pretty determined about our
Mm-hmm.
financial goals. So we started an ASP account like quite early on, and we were saving there. We actually didn't opt for an ASP loan because we just got terms that were better. So yeah, we got something better, but we just ended up using the savings from the ASP account.
Before you get there, a quick note on the ASP account.
Yeah,
At the time we were opening the ASP account, we were dating, we were not married yet. And
yep.
then the bank representative told us that we should not open an ASP together, we should have our own separate ones,
Mm-hmm.
which I think turned out nice in the end because ever since that day we have had both accounts. Now we used one account, and in the future we'll still get to use the other one because
Mm.
when you buy a property with the ASP account, you get smaller interest rate, was it? Or you get different conditions if you're using the ASP
Yeah,
savings,
yeah. I
basically.
mean, it's like a government-backed
Yeah,
thing where you get maybe you have need a smaller down payment
yeah.
percentage. It's like 10%. I think that's what ASP.
Mhm.
Um, but hey, back at you,
Mhm.
Senapati, if I'm saying that correctly. Um, what else? ASP account, savings. Yes, kind of important if you're gonna go buy a house. It does require some planning at the end of the day.
And banks need some proof that you actually have saved some money.
Yeah.
But then once we came, saw the place, we fell in love. We were ready to place the bid, but we were also in touch with the banks. Remember?
Yeah,
Different
of
meetings,
course. Of
negotiations. How
course.
did that go for us?
So I think there are maybe 10 or more banks in Finland, but we kind of narrowed it down to maybe 4 or 5
Mm-hmm.
max. And then we had these one-on-one calls with these, I guess they're like loan officers.
Mm-hmm.
And the good thing about Finland is almost everything like can be done remotely, and our entire home buying process was remote.
Mm-hmm.
So we basically just had a call with each person. It was either a phone call or like a Zoom meeting of some sort. And yeah, you talk about the terms and conditions, and you obviously try to get like the best kind of deal possible. Um, and then you try to negotiate. So, hey, this bank is giving me this. Can you do better? Can you match this? Of course, then a lot of factors come into play. For example, they basically analyze you as a customer. So, what's your situation in terms of work? What's your situation in terms of other liabilities? Children? Do you have children? Do you have a car? Do you have what kind of asset? Like
What kind of
they
loans,
yeah, what
credit
kind of
cards,
assets?
like?
What kind of debt? They profile
Mm-hmm.
you and then give you, and of course a big part is also the global condition. Sometimes I think it's pretty well known that sometimes the banks are more easy than they are other times,
Mm-hmm.
so it really depends on the world economic socio financial situation at that time.
Yeah, yeah. So basically, banks sort of like they do this risk assessment on you as a potential customer, and if you buy the property together, they kind of assess both of us
Mm.
to see if we're a match and what kind of terms and conditions they're actually able to offer us. And then when it came to banks, we had meetings. First, I think was OPE,
I don't know the order.
S-Bank, Nordea,
Yeah.
Danske.
Yeah, we had those.
So these four at least.
Yeah.
From that experience, I remember Espanki. They were providing customer service only in Finnish, and that was a big no-no because I remember you said straight from the start you're not gonna proceed without being able to fully read the contract and actually understanding everything you might be potentially signing off.
Yeah.
Nordea also didn't work out for us for some reason.
Yeah, Nordea didn't work out, and then we kind of were choosing between OP and Danske in the end, and we decided that we liked Danske's offer more, and we decided to basically take our home loan with Danske Bank at the time, and we've been with them ever since.
Before you get there, we've been with them ever since. It means that when we were signing the contract for Ansket, the kind of requirement was that we transfer our main accounts and accounts to them. So we got the home loan, then we had to become kind of move with all the other
I love the
accounts there.
detail you're going in. I mean, I feel like you and I have a very different understanding of how long this live session should go on for.
Sorry.
Apparently, our day is not ending anytime soon. So what else would you like to mention?
What else? Well, the connection with tech, with Danske.
Yeah, they had a collaboration going on. I mean, I don't know if that's worth mentioning, but yeah, basically, like my trade union and the bank had a collaboration going on at that time. But again,
So we got better terms and conditions because of that.
yes, indeed.
What else? Do you guys have any questions regarding the home buying process? Is anyone currently in the market for a property?
And if you are, like, what kind of property? He wanted to go so in detail about the home buying process itself. I wanted to talk a little bit more about like, like what kind of property? Because first, actually, we were considering an apartment. It just seemed like the easiest first purchase. And also probably the least amount of work involved. And I remember that's actually what we were browsing for. And that's the filter we had on
Asunto.
yeah.
Yeah.
And what actually clicked for us and what changed is when we saw that with a Rivitalo there's a backyard and you can grill, and that was a game changer.
That and the house, 2 floors. I had
Not
this.
not for me, maybe you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But of course, having your own doors, it adds.
Okay,
extra.
for him it was a staircase. For me, it was the fact that I can be outside without being outside. I think.
Yeah. Yeah. So we have something that they call terrace in Finnish. How you call it in English?
Terrace.
Terrace. Yeah. It's fairly big, and it's nice to have it. We're grilling there. We're able to chill there in the summertime. In the evenings, we also have a grass field. We're playing badminton. We planted some tuyas last summer.
Exactly.
Just need to plant some bushes or trees as well.
No thanks. Nah, we're not doing that. But I think that was a real selling point, you know? Real selling point. Instead of an apartment, you get a terrace.
And more space because it's a house.
That's true. That's true. Which brings us to our next point. What has been really nice about becoming a homeowner? We basically went up in the square footage. So where we are right now is much bigger than where the apartment we stayed at before, and we've been able to have a guest bedroom.
Oh yeah, and that has been quite popular because you've had family or friends coming and staying, and just being able to offer the kind of extra space for somebody to crash, spend the night, or 2 or 6 weeks like your parents just did. So it is a big advantage.
Indeed. And I think that was kind of like something that also appealed to us from the beginning, having an extra bedroom and like knowing that, you know, both of our families do live abroad. So when they do come here, I mean, traveling to Finland is probably expensive already. So
Mm.
at least have them being able to stay with us and they don't have to opt for like an Airbnb or a
Mm.
hotel. I think that was something that we wanted.
Yeah, and I guess there were also two more nice additions to have. One was obviously your own sauna. I mean, we do live in Finland, so having the
True.
sauna
Yeah.
is useful.
It
And
is.
ours is fairly big. It feels like a walk-in closet sometimes. So it could have been smaller, and then you could have had more closet space, but it is what it is. And then the space to actually have our home office.
Yeah, but yeah, the sauna, we have not used the sauna enough, I
Well, it was
think.
just summer, so maybe we'll use less in summer. Autumn and winter is coming, so we will
Mm,
use it more.
yeah, I must say I feel like we haven't been to the sauna enough, you know. Um like b- Even though it's inside our home, we haven't utilized that like as much as I would want to. But like he said, maybe more in the future.
In the
Yeah.
colder months.
In the colder months, I think we definitely enjoy going more in the colder months. And yes, you're totally right. Having the sauna in the own home is
Mm.
has been a game changer.
Game changer until you get the electricity bill because you do see the price increase in the monthly payment.
Yeah, it depends how much you use it. I mean,
Mm.
I'm not sure. Like, yeah, sure, if you use it like every week or every other day, then I'm sure it reflects
Mm.
a lot. Yeah, true. Um,
We have two questions in the chat. You want to take those?
PR from Italy. Will I be able to work and live in Finland? Um,
I think it depends where are you originally from.
but if you have a PR, permanent resident,
In Italy,
yeah,
you would need also in Finland, no? Like you have permanent residence in
yeah,
Finland. Can you now go to Italy? I don't think so.
I don't know.
Different regulations,
I
different
don't
cert.
know. Yeah, that's a yeah.
I think it's country specific.
If you have citizenship, then of course you
Yeah.
can, but not sure about a PR because, and it also maybe depends on the duration. Like if it's
And
short, like if it's less than 90 days, that might be something that's okay. But if it's like a long-term job, then you would probably have to apply for a new PR,
yeah,
maybe.
I would say the best would probably just to reach out to Migri and check the situation with them.
Or the local authorities in Italy and see what they say.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. So would you guys suggest one who has done an MBA from IIM in India to move to Finland? I'd really like this. There are jobs in finance and portfolio management space. That's very specific, but like currently the job market in Finland has not been very good. It has
Mm.
not been very promising, but at the same time, people are moving every year.
Mm.
There are success stories all the time. It really depends on how good you are at utilizing your skills and how you're maybe able to reinvent yourself because it might not match. Like maybe in India, you have a very good fit, market fit of what you've studied and what you are able to do, but you might have to improvise if you move to Finland. So
Mm.
being open to adapt is always goes a really long way.
Yeah, and I guess Finland is like a country of clubs, and it really comes down to knowing the right people when it comes to searching for a job. And if you will be just moving from India to Finland for the very, very first time, you know nobody here, and then start job searching, it's gonna be very, very hard. We've seen that it's all over the news and everywhere. It is not easy. I think right now the unemployment rate in Finland is the second highest in whole of Europe.
Yeah, it is. Yeah.
And there's many, many people here, including Finnish citizens, unable to find a job. So it's just not a good time right now for the economy.
No.
Yeah.
And I feel like I've been saying this for a while. It's
No.
not a good time, and it's not a good time, and hopefully it will be a good time
Yeah.
at some point. But we are also waiting for that good time
Mhm.
and hoping that it comes soon. Yeah, you can stay more than 90 days. Yes, thank you for your comment. I hope you do get some clarity. Um, though Finland is gonna be maybe a little bit chillier than Italy. I would suspect.
It was a shock for you, right, when you came here? The coldness, the rain, the darkness, the icy road.
I don't know if we want to go down that road. Like, then we're gonna be here
Yeah,
all night. So
yeah.
maybe we save that for another day.
Mm.
Yeah, thank you so much. Do you have anything else? Oh, one last thing about buying a property in Finland, at least from my side. Please think if there's anything else, because we're gonna wrap this up after that. I think what's really changed about our lives in the last year, based on where we brought the property, is the neighborhood. So try
Mm.
picking a neighborhood that really works for you. Funnily enough, I didn't think too much of it in the past, and I didn't realize that it's going to be very important.
Mm.
But it has been very lovely because we have gym at walking distance. We have
Mm.
stores where we can buy like
Grocery
groceries.
stores
Yeah.
nearby. Again, walking distance. Yeah.
Yeah, and I think that's been really good, right?
It helps because in the past, when we were living in rental apartments, you had to hop on the folly bus and then maybe go 20 minutes, maybe half an hour to the city center and then do the groceries and come back. But now we're just saving a lot of time by being able to walk to the grocery stores or sometimes bicycle. And we have both big and small stores, and I think that's really, really handy.
Yeah.
Really handy to have nearby.
Yeah, so definitely try to think about the neighborhood, because it's gonna affect you, it's gonna affect your life, more than you maybe even realize at the beginning. And yeah, that's something to factor in, you know? It's not just about liking the
Property
specific
itself,
property that
yeah.
you buy, but also what comes with it. Um, that's definitely something that we didn't know straight when we moved. It has taken us time to figure that out. It's taken
Yeah.
us time um, to start shopping at the store near us and stuff like that. But once we did start, I think we realized that it's super convenient and works very well. And
I
that's
think
my last point.
I think regarding what you said about discovering things, also one thing we discovered was the nature paths and the forest and the big trails you kind of can go running, jogging, cycling through. Like, because we literally have a whole forest nearby, and it's really, really nice to have.
Oh, it's the absolute best. At least at in the places that, like, I know that forests are very commonly prevalent like everywhere in Finland. Um, but like the places that we have lived in have never really had a forest right next to us, right?
Yeah,
So
this is
then that's
unique.
why we are so in love.
Yeah, yeah.
So in love with the forest.
And they also have an outdoor gym there as well, which is again a surprise.
There's outdoor gym. It's yeah, the walking path is just peaceful and nice, and it is so good to.
And quite a few of our videos have actually been made on the walking path, including with your parents.
That is true. That is true. If you haven't seen them, go check it out. Okay, so thank you for whoever joined this rather long live stream, and we will see you again. Thanks so much for tuning in.
There's one more question. Can we,
Yeah, I don't really have anything to say.
I think the best way to explore the PhD options is in Finland is just to go through, was it opintopolku.fi? And that's basically the website where you can browse to all the available degree programs in Finnish higher education. So bachelor's, master's, PhD, and vocational schools and whatnot. So opintopolku.fi, I think that's the best place to start and actually seek information on this subject.
Perfect.
Yeah.
Anything
On that,
else?
now I think we need to go back to other work.
Yeah, we
So,
do. Thanks. Bye.
Thank you. Bye.
You wanna?